And the fire killed 5 members of a Baltimore family, leaving the survivors of the house fire to ask why.
Some family members were able to escape the flames on Dinwood Avenue, but a woman and 4 small children could not. Our Brad Bell is live tonight in Baltimore with this tragic story. Brad?
Well, Pamela, tragic.
We are following breaking news tonight from Olney, Maryland. That's where firefighters are on the scene of a massive townhouse fire in the 4500 block of Cairns Lane. As you can see in this video right here from News Chopper 7, the blaze caused the roof of the home to collapse. 4 people have been displaced, but no injuries were reported. Investigators are still trying to determine what caused this fire.
National Park Horace Holmes, ABC 7 News.
At least we're in it right now. We will continue to follow game developments from that park. Tim Brandt will have more on tonight's do or die game coming up in sports.
And as we saw in Horace's live shot there, it's sunny out there, but also pretty chilly for a baseball game.
Yeah, and get ready for some very chilly nights indeed. Chief Meteorologist Doug Hill is in the Weather Center with the first check of the forecast. Hey, Doug.
Hey, real chill. The coldest air mass of the season. That's what we're going to face tomorrow night. We'll have those details and more in just a couple of minutes, Pamela.
All right, well, brace for that. Thanks so much, Doug. Well, fire severely damaged a Charles County church. Tonight, investigators say it is a clear case of arson. Flames and smoke raged through Potomac Heights Baptist Church in Indian Head early yesterday morning. Stephen Cheetah is there now with this story. Stephen?
Peel.
Well, it is debate night, and this time it's the vice presidential nominees' turn. Joe Biden and Paul Ryan will face off at Center College in Kentucky tonight. ABC's Martha Raddatz will moderate the one and only debate between the two men. Our Rebecca Cooper is in the newsroom with how interested voters are in this VP nominees. Rebecca?
ABC 7 News.
The history trivia there.
I had Phil Moore. I had Phil Moore.
Close, Candace. All right. And some more ways you can interact here during the debate. We invite you to go to WJLA.com/react on your compatible smartphone, tablet, or browser. We're using new technology on our website so that you can give us your instant reaction to the debate.
Okay, so while the candidates battle for the presidency, Metro is finalizing plans to handle the inauguration. You see, back in 2009 inauguration is the biggest single ridership day in Metro history with 1.5 million customers. This time around, Metro buses and trains will run from 4 a.m. on January 21st until 2 a.m. the next morning, and most of the day riders will pay peak fare, which can be paid with a special commemorative pass or smart trip card. We've posted prices and how to get those passes on our website, WJLA.com.
Breaking news out of Silver Spring tonight. A child is in serious condition after falling 80 feet from an 8th floor window. News Chopper 7 captured this video right here from the apartment located in the 8800 block of Piney Branch Road in Silver Spring. A fire official tells ABC 7 News a child was playing in a bed next to a window and fell. An investigation is now underway. And coming up right here on ABC 7 News at 5, the meningitis outbreak has now reached 11 states, and now we know the number of people exposed to the tainted shots.
You connect with a community that's amazing.
Plus, with the start of the Komen 3-Day just hours away, meet some of the women inspiring thousands to walk this year.
But first, National Zoo officials reveal what caused the death of its 6-day-old panda cub. The details on that next when ABC 7 News returns. Rescue crews in Florida are continuing to search a collapsed parking garage for a 4th victim. The deadly collapse happened yesterday at Miami-Dade College West. 3 people have been confirmed dead, including the man that was pulled from the wreckage overnight. 8 others remain in the hospital.
Well, back here at home, we now know what happened to the baby panda who died 6 days after she was born at the National Zoo.
Initially, the zoo said it was a bad liver, but as Hatzovela explains, there's a reason the liver didn't work.
ABC 7 News.
Well, it's beautiful and fall-like as things were today.
Yeah.
It's about to change quite a bit.
Kind of in for a rude awakening in some parts of the area.
But we're still in this pattern, though, where we get chilly and then we get very warm. And we're going to see that play out again the next few days. We've got a freeze watch late tomorrow night and Saturday morning. And then by Sunday, you'll be back in the 70s. So it's
roller coaster ride.
Yeah, let's get started right now. Take a little time.
At least it's going to warm up a little bit for the weekend.
Yep, it should be a very nice weekend around here.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Doug.
Well, coming up.
An all-new Last Resort is on tonight on ABC 7 Prime Time. There are some tension among the crew members as they search for 3 missing members.
You stole from these people?
It was a banana.
Give him $1 right now. This will not happen again. You understand me?
I'm hungry. If I want a banana, I'll take it.
Well, you'll take 2 rotations of EMI. Report to the boat. The rest of you continue searching for our missing people.
We shouldn't even be here.
Last Resort is on tonight at 8, followed by the vice presidential debate from Center College in Danville, Kentucky. And then be sure to stick around for ABC 7 News at 11.
And right ahead here on ABC 7 News at 5, 7 on your side with a serial recall due to possible metal fragments inside.
Plus, Ben Affleck comes to town, and Arch Campbell got to talk to him about his new movie, Argo. The Komen 3-day walk begins tomorrow in D.C., but the walkers and survivors' inspiring stories are already taking over the nation's capital.
Natasha Barrett is live from the D.C. Armory, where some special participants are already gearing up for the next 3 days. Natasha.
A lot of things going. 3 weeks after receiving a bone marrow transplant, Robin Roberts is now home.
I hope I never see you again. Except for the anniversary party. Yay!
As you see, Roberts did not hold back her joy, even singing with some of the doctors, as you see here. Her return home is just one step in her recovery from MDS. She must still regain strength and build up her immune system before she can return to Good Morning America. And of course, we wish her our best.
Yeah, her sister was there for the special homegoing. You see her there. Still ahead on ABC 7 News at 5. An 11-year-old's prosthetic leg gives out during a triathlon. See who stepped in to help, creating a dramatic finish to the race.
Plus, broken down cars with one thing in common. They all went to the same local gas station. And in Maryland, news from the Metro Board tonight, where an investigation says D.C. Councilmember Jim Graham violated conduct standards when he was on the Metro Board. Our Tim Rousey is live now to explain why. Tom?
And at 11 o'clock, but right here now, the meningitis outbreak continues to expand.
Idaho is now the 11th state to report an illness. The outbreak is linked to tainted steroid shots, and now health officials worry 14,000 people could have been exposed. Suzanne Kennedy is in the newsroom with the latest, plus one Maryland woman's story. Suzanne?
ABC 7 News.
Thank you, Suzanne. Well, D.C. police have identified the victim of yesterday's shooting in front of Gallaudet University in Northeast Washington. Detectives say 21-year-old Gregory Troxler was shot to death just before 4 p.m. on 8th Street. So far, police have not released a motive or description of the suspect. Stop for gas turned into a trip to the mechanic for a dozen drivers in Fort Washington. It all happened after each car fueled up at the gas station in Livingston Road in Fort Washington. Within minutes of filling their tanks, well, the drivers heard the engine sputter and then stop. A tow truck driver connected the dots.
He said, "Did you stop and get gas down the street?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, you got 10 other cars with the same problem who just came out that gas station."
We realized, oh, it's not our cars, it is a bigger mess.
The station's general manager says they discovered a crack in a ventilation pipe that allowed water to contaminate the fuel. He says they will do the right thing for those who broke down. The station is closed now while repairs are made.
D.C. and Hollywood collide in Ben Affleck's new movie, Argo.
And the star traveled to D.C. this week, and Arch Campbell is here to tell us about your conversation with him.
And I know that you would have liked to have met him.
I was wondering why I didn't get that assignment.
He told me he's very sorry that he missed out on both
Sure
of
he
them.
is.
The hippest anchor team in Washington. Yeah. He says next time. Ben Affleck brought his new thriller Argo to town for a red carpet premiere, a celebration of out-of-the-box thinking by a CIA.
Your BFF now. All right. Up next, details on a serial recall, plus a story of determination and goodwill. See who stepped in to help this child finish his triathlon after his prosthetic leg broke.
It's a real big mental adjustment and lifetime adjustment.
Plus the weight loss surgery that's now helping overweight teens lose pounds and stay healthy. But it's not for everyone. That's next on ABC 7 News at 5.
Candace, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Jerry. Well, the rates of severe childhood obesity have tripled in the last 25 years, and some adolescents feel they have no choice but to turn to controversial weight loss surgery. But now there's a new option that's helping teens drop the weight with less risk. 19-year-old Amber Blakeman is down 10 dress sizes from a year ago.
Wow, I do look a lot different.
Her weight battle started in 3rd grade.
I turned to eating as sort of my stress relief and my comfort.
By age 15, she was 300 pounds.
I tried curves, I tried Weight Watchers, I tried vigorous exercise, but they just weren't right.
She turned to Mount Washington Pediatric Hospital's Weight Smart program in Baltimore. After 6 months of thorough evaluation, Amber qualified for bariatric surgery. She opted for a new procedure, the gastric sleeve.
We removed 3/4 of that stomach.
Doctors say the sleeve shrinks the stomach from the size of a football to a banana.
This is the new stomach.
Surgeon Kimberly Steele says its use on adolescents has rapidly risen over other types of weight loss surgery because it's less risky.
And it's restriction basically only and no malabsorption. So it seems to be a better procedure as far as the safety for the adolescent.
It's probably a safer procedure for teenagers. Should it be for everybody? No.
Pediatric nutrition Dr. Ann Scheinman warns long-term data of the new procedure isn't available, and that's why every adolescent patient should be screened both medically and psychologically before surgery.
I just want the child to have gone through it for the right reasons. And there have been some concerns about some issues with depression and addiction in some people that have gone through the procedure.
Amber says at times she still struggles.
With finals, I'll get really stressed out, and I'll start going back to food.
Instead, she turns to exercise. Now 80 pounds lighter since surgery, she's not only shed the weight, but also her old self-image.
You know, they say there's always a skinny chick inside of you to come out, and I think she sort of just came out.
Most hospitals in the U.S. have strict criteria for adolescent gastric sleeve surgery. Typically, patients are no younger than 16 and have a BMI of at least 40. Candace.
You might not want to hear what's coming up in the weather department because things are getting a little chilly in the next couple of days.
Much cooler temperatures heading our way, right, Doug?
Hey, and some cool viewing at least for the first couple of innings at the Nats Park.
Absolutely. Yeah. Doug gave us some great weather for baseball, didn't he?
Yeah,
what a great day. It's
Sunny,
a gorgeous day down at the bottom of the 6th. Nationals, Cardinals still tied at 1.
Down to the wire.
All right, nail biter tonight.
Thank
you. See you in a little bit.
Thank you so much. And up next right here on ABC 7 News at 5.
After 3 brain surgeries, he can barely speak and he cannot walk. I'm Jennifer Donnellan. Coming up in a live report, hear from his wife, who is preparing to face the men police say are responsible.
Tomorrow, the men accused of robbing and beating a D.C. man will appear in court.
T.C. Maslin's wife will be there face-to-face with the alleged attackers. Jennifer Donnellan talked to Abigail Maslin and is live with the latest on this story. Jennifer.
On your side.
Well, good evening. Our big story at 6, debate night number 2.
And this time, the vice presidential candidates are going head-to-head. The showdown in Danville, Kentucky between Joe Biden and Paul Ryan will be underway in about 3 hours. The Obama campaign hopes that Biden can take a bite out of Mitt Romney's surge after last week's presidential face-off. Senior political reporter Scott Thuman talked with both campaigns today. He is live in our newsroom with a preview of tonight's debate. Scott.
A tragic story developing in Baltimore tonight. A grandmother and 4 young children are dead following a house fire. The fire started around 2 this morning in this row house. The woman's husband and daughter jumped out a window and survived, as did a 2-month-old baby who was thrown out of a window. The 4 children killed were all under the age of 7. 2 firefighters were also hurt, but both are expected to be okay. Thank you, Jay. Well, can the beard of the Fort Hood shooting suspect be forcibly shaved? That's the question facing an Army appeals court in Fort Belvoir. Major Nidal Hassan's trial for the 2009 attack that killed 13 people is on hold pending the decision. Lawyers for Hassan says he grew the beard for religious reasons. A military judge ordered him forcibly shaved unless he shaves himself. The appeals court is looking into a claim by Hassan's lawyers that the judge is biased and should be replaced. To come right here on ABC 7 News at 6, a showing of solidarity outside Reagan National today by American Airlines pilots. We have an update on the labor issues affecting flights.
Nationals and Cardinals still tied at 1. It's in the 8th inning. 1 on, 2 outs for the Cardinals.
Thank you. ABC World News coming up next. Don't forget the vice president debate right here, 9 o'clock.
Join us back here at 11. Have a great night, everybody.
Right.